Okay, hello. What would it take to become a rapper? I don't know. I had this thought recently. I don't know why it came up, but I don't know. I've always been interested. I've thought to myself, could I be a rapper? And I thought of being a rapper for multiple reasons. One of them is because I like to entertain people. I mean, so far it hasn't been the easiest thing here on YouTube because I have so many things going on in my head and it's hard to streamline them into something that is like worthwhile for people to watch. But I do like to entertain. I went to dance school after all. So I went to dance school. The reason why I actually went there is because I wanted to improve my performing arts abilities because I believe I can sing, and I think I am an interesting person, more or less. But I wanted to improve my ability to move. I wanted to know how to move my body, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna go on this journey of learning the basics, the fundamentals of dance. So I started taking dance classes for about a year and a half before I even applied for a dance program. Then I applied. I thankfully got in because the director of the program, she believed in my story and my dream and my desires, and I was in the program. Graduated from the program, and I did work as a dancer for a little while, and then yeah, I went on a whole bunch of other experiences, and now I think I have a good level of dance ability. The only problem is, right now, I can't really dance. I can't do that. I can't do that right now. How did that even happen? How did this happen? I was playing soccer and I tore my Achilles tendon. Yeah, there's a Instagram or there's a YouTube shorts about that on my channel. But I can barely walk right now, and that has really taken a toll on my confidence, my self confidence, my sense of self worth. Because I also can't work. I had to drop out of a program I was in to be able to focus on another program, but I had to drop out of that program because it required me to be able to walk, and I couldn't. It's fine though because I'm at another university for another program, and I wouldn't have been able to do both anyways. So that's that. But my inability to move affects my inability to perform, I think, in the way I like to, which is movement, is by moving. And what I, so yeah. I also noticed that I wanted to be able to dance so that that could be something that is a part of my overall performance if as an entertainer or a performer. I'm thinking like if I was a rapper, I wouldn't just want to rap. I would want to do like a whole performance. I know rappers do put on a whole performance and they may not be professional dancers, they're just doing movement and there's elements of movement that's all they need to do to make their performance good because most rappers you don't really watch them for their dance ability, it's for their lyrics and stuff. So I get that. But I want to be if I was a rapper, I would want to be one that like does dance as like I want my dance performance to accompany the rap side of things or the vocals. So if I'm singing, I want to be able to dance at the same time, singing and dancing, rapping and dancing. Um, I don't have that. I don't have the stereotypical look, I think, of a rapper. Yes, I'm black. Um, but the way I present myself is somewhat the way I sound. How could I put a bit whitewashed? That doesn't really matter to me. Like I'm not going to change how I sound, but I wonder if I'd be received well by the public. Like there's a certain image people have in their heads about what a rapper is supposed to look like, sound like, the way they're supposed to act. I think people break that. I think people break that mold some ways better than others. I don't know who those people exactly are. I mean, you could say foreign rappers are a way of breaking that mold, but if we take K-pop as an example, yeah, I respect a lot of the rappers from K-pop, but they also have, I'm not saying they don't work hard, because I know they're the hardest some of the hardest workers that I know of, but they also are supported by a huge entertainment company, like agencies that do some don't do a lot of work, but others put a lot of effort into getting the artist out there. And for me, in Canada, I want to be an entertainer, but the way you do it in North America is you kind of have to devote your life to that thing and hope it works out. And I have a lot of other goals in life that make it difficult to commit fully to that thing. But I still have the thought, what if I was a rapper? What could I, maybe I shouldn't ask, what if I was a rapper? Maybe I should ask, can I even write a rap song? Or can I even write a song with rap in it, with singing in it, that I can eventually, when my leg is better, dance to? Maybe that's the question I should be asking, because it's a fact of life that right now and a couple of years ago, I don't think I could afford the time to dedicate myself just to that one thing. I have way too many interests, and that has been one of the problems. It is also one of the things that I've been focusing on for 2025, for the better part of this year, is trying to do less things. I always have multiple backup plans for things, and for 2025, my goal was to stop trying to do so many things at the same time. It is still very much a struggle. Like, I'm now talking in this video about what if I was a rapper, but it's part of the thing that I've always wanted to do, which is entertainment. That's why I'm even here on YouTube. A lot of my videos are depressing because maybe it's because the one thing I want to be doing isn't the thing I am doing. And the one thing I want to be doing is entertaining, performing. But the problem with that is it's hard to make a full-time income. It's hard to, most people don't make it. And the thing is, I know I can't wait forever for the hope that that day comes where I break, what's the word? I get my big break. And the ones who have made it, they say that it's better for the people who are really dedicated to it, that people like me, I guess, don't just stop, that they just stop, because then they're not diluting the pool of, I guess, talented artists. That's a fair thing to say, I think, but I think the industry is also messed up because it's hard to get those opportunities if you don't just know the right people. There aren't really, I don't know. Entertainment industry is very complicated in Canada, worldwide. You just have to really get an audience. You have to grow an audience, and that part's the hard thing. Like whether or not you're even a good rapper or singer or dancer or not, if you grow an audience, those are the people that I guess get signed to agencies, companies, entertainment companies. It's their ability to garner an audience. So is the real question whether or not I'm actually entertaining, or that is one question I can ask myself. I could also ask myself, so am I really not entertaining? Am I really not entertaining? Or maybe I haven't found and stuck to the one thing that could result in me growing an audience that finds me doing that thing entertaining. That's a long way of putting it, but maybe I just haven't found the thing that people want to see yet. I'm working on that. I'm trying not to do too many things, but one of the things I'm doing by making this video is practicing putting myself out there in some capacity, because whether or not I'm writing a rap song that I actually perform, or a song for singing, or I make a song that I dance to, eventually those things are gonna have to be shared with people. So I might as well practice sharing some aspect of myself with people. Speaking so much with the high end of my voice, when my natural voice is a bit lower. I need to practice using this natural range where I actually allow air to flow. It is a much deeper voice, and it's less soft boy, I guess. I don't know, I tend to be a bit proper. So that's also what makes it difficult to be interested in this route of rapping. But I find it so interesting to look so cool while spitting bars. So if there are any tips and tricks or ideas y'all have for how I could get into this space, mainly as a performing artist, I'd love to be all ears, because right now I'd be all ears, because right now I'm in school studying manufacturing engineering technology, and today I just finished a midterm for a class called Properties and Strength of Materials. It was not easy. It wasn't hard, but it wasn't easy. Tomorrow I have a math midterm. So after this, I'm going to not edit and upload this. I'll do that tomorrow, because right now I need to go to bed, get a good night's sleep, so I can prepare for that midterm. Because one of the other things I've been trying to get good at this year is doing hard things that I don't want to do, but also being able to just focus. I go so many directions, hence why I have so many interests. I keep going so many directions. So I want to get good at just focusing on one thing for a certain amount of time at least. And if I gain the skill of being able to study, like if I gain study endurance skill points, I think I can apply that to the other things that I want to do more than study engineering, like make a rap. So that's it for this video. I'm glad I was able to even talk this long and feel good about it. Usually I feel very nervous. This time I'm glad I just start and hit the record button. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video talking about school, engineering, entertainment, how I'm trying to focus. And without further ado, I'll say good night.